President Kate, General Secretary, members of ESCO, or individuals or every individual that works in this organization.
The Ghana Football Association's Women's Football Development Program continued across the country under the tutelage of Jennifer Amankwa Sapon. The program that seeks to identify, nurture, and develop young female football talent through structured pathways. Over 2,000 girls have benefited from this program. The training ranges from football, fun activities, and skills development aimed at inspiring the next generation of female footballers. The campaign forms part of FIFA's commitment to growing the women's game at a grassroots level while supporting the GFA's efforts to create more opportunities for young girls to discover and develop their football talent. The Ghana Football Association introduced a groundbreaking insurance policy for referees, marking a historic advancement in welfare, protection, and professional support for match officials across Ghana's domestic leagues. The initiative, unveiled in November 2025, fulfills a pledge made by President Kate Edwin Simeon Okraku during the 31st Ordinary Session of Congress in August 2025. In all, 280 referees operating in the Premier League, Division 1 League, and Women's Premier League have been enrolled in the insurance scheme introduced by the GFA. The package included group life cover, critical illness protection, permanent disability compensation, medical expenses support, and workmen's compensation. The Football Association also provided a range of essential logistics aimed at improving referees' working conditions. Each referee received 2 pairs of boots per season, 3 sets of uniforms in different colors, and 3 sets of warm-up kits. Catch them young.
The Catch Them Young policy, it has really helped. It's a great initiative because it has helped a lot of we the young ones. Because sometimes after school we are home, because before you further maybe to the university, sometimes you are home doing nothing. And then at least it has given us work to do. You know, maybe weekend you have a match, so you keep preparing for your match. Day in, day out, you are training. So it keeps you busy all the time.
There has been continuous improvement in the Catch Them Young refereeing policy that was launched in August 2020. The policy, which is to identify and nurture young officiating talents across the country, has made significant progress since it was introduced, with products officiating in the juvenile leagues, the MTN FA Cup, and the Ghana Premier League.
For me, being a Catch Them Young referee now makes me excited because it makes me a popular, like my name, famous. And I move around from places to places to see a whole lot of things that goes on in terms of football.
Under this same initiative, exceptional talents have had the opportunity of officiating in continental tournaments, including the CAF African Schools Football Championship, dating back to 2024. Promising referees have also participated in the FIFA Member Association Young Talent Refereeing course at Pram Pram. The course forms part of FIFA's ongoing commitment to developing the next generation of elite match officials and strengthening refereeing standards across its member associations. Talent identification.
You know, make sure you play your best. It's an opportunity for you to showcase your talent and an opportunity for you to be picked football academies in Bremper College, Achimota, and Big Boss.
Experienced coach and coach educator Stuart McLaren took over as a FIFA talent coach for the Ghana Football Association under the FIFA Development Scheme program.
I'm delighted to be here. It's my first time. I'm so excited to see the next man with kudos.
Stuart McLaren one of the few approved FIFA talent coaches available to FIFA member associations under the FIFA TDS program, is a UEFA Pro licensed coach who transitioned into coaching following a professional playing career and has been working closely under Technical Director Professor Joseph Kwame Minta.
I'm sure they're absolutely delighted to have the opportunity. You know, it's one thing having talent, but if the talent doesn't have an opportunity, then, you know, it can't really progress. We're obviously working hard as part of the FIFA talent development scheme to give every talent a chance. We want to make sure that we find the best talents, we train the best talents, and we play the best talents, give them the opportunity to play in meaningful competitions.
Their partnership is to deliver on the set objectives for the Ghana Talent Identification and Development Program in fulfillment of the FIFA TDS program under Chief of Global Football Development, Arsene Wenger. Talent coaches play a pivotal role in shaping the future of football, and Stuart McLaren's responsibilities include observing local matches, collaborating with coaches on long-term goals, identifying talent that aligns with the GFS football DNA, tactical systems, and team culture, as well as presenting comprehensive evaluations to stakeholders to ensure actionable insights.
So this element is the foundation. We want to try and make sure we find them. So I'm sure the players are extremely excited. There's probably a little bit nervous about how they're going to perform. So I would just encourage them to relax, show all the qualities that they have, show that they can be a fantastic team player, show that they have the right attitude as well as the right technical ability and physical qualities, and we'll be able to see those strengths and try and put them forward for the next stage.
Still on the talent identification program, the Southern Sector Elite Academy, established through a partnership between the Football Association and Achimota School, officially began full operations in December 2025, marking another significant milestone in the GFS nationwide elite football development program. 17 players from the Greater Accra, Eastern, and Volta regions have been selected and officially enrolled into the academy following a rigorous talent identification and assessment process. The players have since begun intensive training under the guidance of FIFA technical talent coach Stuart McLaren and his assistant coaches, who are tasked with implementing the GFS molding development curriculum. With the Southern Sector Academy now fully operational, all 3 GFA Elite Academies are active and functioning, completing the Football Association's strategic plan to establish a unified national talent development structure.
My school team was playing with Azantulu, but I've never watched football live because I don't have the heart to. But that day I had to sit through. Unfortunately, my boys emerged victorious. Come and see me dancing with them. That day I put my headmastership aside and I became a student and I was dancing with them. And the result is this trophy that is hanging here. Fortunately, the former headmaster was around. He shook my hands and said, "Tony, for 13 good years, I've struggled to get this trophy. I couldn't. You have just come 3 years and you have taken." I said, "Yes, that's my luck." So it's all because of the academy boys. And I think that their support in also making the school name to get that kind of recognition is something that we cannot gloss over. And I say on behalf of management, we wish to also thank you too for bringing this initiative to help us here and to help the young ones who have the talents. And we pray that they will develop these talents to the full. And at the end of the day, they will realize the investment that you people have put in them.
It's day 2 of our talent hunt identification, of course, with the Ghana Football Association in conjunction with the Ghana High Commission and Coach Henry Sports Club.
The Football Association successfully organized its inaugural talent identification program in the United Kingdom, bringing together 40 promising players of Ghanaian descent currently enrolled in Category 1 football academies across the UK. The exercise forms part of the GFA's broader vision to strengthen Ghana's national teams by identifying, engaging, and nurturing highly talented young players eligible to represent the nation on the international stage. Held in Bromley, United Kingdom, the program was organized through a collaborative effort between the Ghana Football Association, Coach Hine Sports Club, the Ghana High Commission in the United Kingdom, and Prince Lamona Consort. The exercise attracted players within the U15 to U20 age categories, representing some of England's elite football institutions, including Chelsea FC, Everton FC, Manchester City FC, Arsenal FC, and several other top academies renowned for developing world-class talent. To regional competitions, and all 10 regional football associations have successfully completed their various competitions, from Coles Women's Division 1 and Regional Division 2 championships. Successful Division 2 clubs have been promoted to the Division 1 League and will compete in the 2026-2027 season. They include Kalibi FC, Brecum City FC, Bactero Sasan FC, Steadfast FC, Pro Sports Academy, Ebiem FC, Feteman United, Kotoku Royals Football Club, 7th Wave Football Club, and Nukunu Sporting Academy.
Hazakes are champions of this year's Women's FA Cup.
In the women's division, Hazakes ladies were crowned champions of the Women's FA Cup after beating Army ladies 5-3 on penalties.
Hazakes ladies who are champions of the Women's FA Cup 2025-2026.
To the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League, the final moved to Agona Swedro in the central region, where two of the nation's giants, Ampem Dakoa ladies, clashed with old foes Hazakes ladies at the Swedro Stadium. Northern Zone champions Ampem Dakoa came from behind to defeat Hazakes ladies 2-1 to claim the 2025-2026 Women's Premier League title, equaling Hazakes' record of 5 titles, and also earned the right to represent Ghana in the Wafu B CAF Women's Champions League. Still on domestic competitions, Nations FC edged their name into Ghana's football history, beating Dreams FC 5-4 on penalties to win the MTN FA Cup at the University of Ghana Stadium after a 1-1 draw through 120 minutes.
And there you have it.
In the Premier League, Mediama SC sealed the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League title, their second league triumph in 3 years. The Moves and Yellows amassed 62 points, 2 points richer than Bibiani Gold Stars, who finished in second place. Nations FC, Hohoi United, and Tachiman 11 Wonders were relegated at the end of the season. The Access Bank Division 1 League produced 3 champions across 3 zones at the end of the 2025-2026 season. Debibi United, FC Ashanti Gold 04, and Port City FC qualified for the Premier League after winning their respective leagues. These 3 clubs will compete in the Ghana Premier League next season.
Na kukurantumi ya park we no the American say we a Black Star crab by Brazil ba Port City be no park we so Na nya dia team we aba premier no esan ko na chi.
Na de nyame ase. San se ne kuruti no. Ye nsusu ya na ami. Se ejapade ana se munyamadi ebebe so.
Ashanti region clinched their second KGL U17 Inter-Regional Championship title with a hard-fought 2-1 win over defending champions Western Region at the Magdan Teshi Sports Complex. The triumph marked Ashanti's second crown in the prestigious youth competition.
We will come back again and defend. We are Ashanti. We have many players there. And anytime Ashanti comes in a competition, we need to at least finals or semi-final.
Backed by a landmark 5-year $1 million partnership with the KGL Foundation, the championships plays a central role in the GFA's grassroots development strategy. The Ghana Football Association has successfully trained 6,014 coaches from license A to D as part of its capacity building drive to strengthen the football ecosystem. The figure comprises 355 female coaches and 5,659 male coaches who have completed various levels of coaching education across the country.
It's very exciting to have this license A course going. The last time we had our license A in Ghana was in 2017 at Opopuwari Secondary School. We tried severally to get this program going, and luckily enough, CAF has given us the approval to run it.
The highlight of the program is the ongoing CAF License A coaching course being held after a successful application by the Technical Directorate to the Confederation of African Football, CAF.
One thing I picked was football fitness, not physical training. And this is what we lack in Ghana here. So I think we will be able to inculcate it in our training sessions and get the best out of our players.
This is the first CAF License A course to be held in Ghana since 2018 and positions Ghanaian football to compete favorably with peers across the continent. 20 coaches are currently undertaking the course, having completed Model 1 in April this year. At the License B level, 25 coaches successfully completed their course in 2025-2026, while 30 female coaches have also undergone training at the License C level.
I started with a D, I came and then I finished with a C, and now I'm with a D. Coaching and play is different. When you are a coach, it's different. When you are a player, it's different. So if you want to be a coach, you need to go and learn how to coach. That has been my inspiration. So when I was coming, I knew I was coming to learn how to coach.
National teams.
It's Ghana, Burkina Faso. It is the girls' final of the 2026 CAF African Schools Football Championship.
Ghana's Black Damsels were crowned champions of the 2026 CAF African Schools Football Championship after a dramatic final victory in Harare, Zimbabwe.
Scores a win. Mukarama Yusuf! The Black Damsels are the champions. Back-to-back titles for Ghana.
The under-15 girls held their nerve to beat the Burkina Faso national under-15 team 10-9 on penalties after a 10-goalless draw, sealing back-to-back titles in the competition.
It's the girls' champions, the gold medalists, Ghana.
The final was a tightly contested affair, with both sides cancelling each other out over 40 minutes of intense football. The Black Maidens of Ghana are back to the global stage for the first time in 4 years after beating Senegal 7-6 on penalties to seal qualification for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup.
Jessica, and she scores!
Also on World Cup qualification, the Black Princesses secured yet another qualification, this time for the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup after battling to a 1-1 draw against Uganda. The achievement extends Ghana's impressive history in youth women's football, with the Princesses now set to make their 8th consecutive appearance at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. The 2026 edition of the tournament will be held in Poland as Ghana aim to continue their strong tradition on the world stage. The Black Queens, Ghana's senior women's national team, qualified for the CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations for the second time in 2 years. Ghana's FIFA E national team, the Black Asteroids, qualified for the inaugural FIFA E Continental Championship featuring e-football console after an impressive qualification campaign in the Nations League. The Black Asteroids secured their place among Africa's top 8 nations after accumulating sufficient consistency points throughout FIFA's E-Nations League and delivering strong performances during qualifying week 3.
Risky ball into the middle of the pitch, but it is gathered by Ghana. Semenyo got support on his outside here. Asante's got away from his man, he's into the area. Thomas Asante, it's a great layup, and what a finish that is from Urinchi. What a moment for the Black Stars.
The senior male national team, the Black Stars, competed on the global stage for the 5th time following qualification in October last year. The team, led by Portuguese trainer Carlos Queiroz, displayed a solid performance in the competition but crashed out at the round of 32 after a 1-0 loss to Colombia in Kansas. The Black Stars began the journey with a 1-0 win over Panama and drew goalless with England before rounding up the group stage with a 2-1 defeat to Croatia. Ghana progressed to the round of 32 as one of the 9 African teams to make the second round, but despite a spirited performance, a John Arias first-half strike ended Ghana's journey at the tournament. The team aims to bounce back stronger in the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers that kicks off in September. Before rounding up the report, shall we pay our last respect to the following football heroes? Ni Sabankwe, former team manager of Accra Hearts of Oak and the Black Stars. Peter Lamte, former Accra Hearts of Oak and Black Stars attacker. Stephen Appiah, former administrative manager of Park Academy. George Blay, former Second D Hazakes, Black Satelites and Black Stars defender. E.K. Edu, former chairman of Asante Kotoko Sporting Club. Dominic Frimpong, former Aduana FC and Brecum Chelsea player. Stephen Kwame Dako, former goalkeeper of FC Namora. David Agunde, Police National and UCC Youngsters. Daniel Ano Walker, former Accra Great Olympics, FC Samatex 1996 and Black Galaxies head coach. Jonas Oko Jani, former administrative manager of Accra Hearts of Oak. Fusaini Adama, former driver, Central Regional Football Association. And Stephen Saforo, former staff at the Transport Department at the headquarters of the Ghana Football Association. May their souls rest in perfect peace.
Give them a round of applause, please. So that was activity report containing the long list of activities since the last Congress was held here in Pram Pram. That report was compiled by the General Secretary. We move on to item number 10 on the agenda, which is presentation of the consolidated and revised balance sheet and profit and loss statement by our auditors. Can we invite our auditors to the podium, please? Thank you.
I'm Beatrice Aku Zida. Mr. President, with your permission, I will proceed to read the financial statement of Ghana Football Association for the year ended 30th June 2025, which comprise the statement of financial position, statement of comprehensive income, accumulated fund balance, statement of cash flows, and related notes to the financial statement, including a summary of significant accounting policies as set out on pages 15 to 32. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statement of Ghana Football Association presents fairly in all material respects. The financial position of the association as at 30th June 2025, and its financial performance and its cash flow for the period then ended in accordance with IFRS accounting standards and in a manner required by the Companies Act 2019 at 992. Basis for opinion, key audit matters, other information, responsibilities of management, auditors' responsibility will be considered as read. I will now move on to report on other legal and regulatory requirements. The Companies Act 2019 at 992 requires that in carrying out our audit work, we consider a report on the following matters. We confirm that we have obtained all the information and explanation to which to the best of our knowledge and believe were necessary for the purposes of the audit. In our opinion, proper books of accounts have been kept by the association. The association's financial statements are in agreement with the accounting records and returns. The association complies with relevant articles of the Ghana Football Association statutes. The engagement partner responsible for the audit resulting in this opinion is KB Anda. Thank you.
So thank you very much. That was the presentation of the consolidated and revised balance sheet and profit and loss statement by our auditors. To agenda number 11, approval of the financial statements of the previous financial period. And I hand over to the General Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. President. The financial statements were contained in the convocation sent to members. As of today, we've not received any comments or inputs from members. Mr. President, with your permission, I'll go to the membership for the approval of the financial statements. Please, all in favor of the approval of the financial statement, kindly show by hands. Thank you very much. Mr. President, the financial statements have been unanimously approved by members. Thank you.
Harrison Addo, Esquire, distinguished members of Congress, and all other protocols duly observed. I have the honor as the Chief Finance Officer of the Ghana Football Association to present to you the revised operational budget for the 2026-2027 financial year and the main budget and financial plan for the 2027-2028 financial year. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, the financial estimates for the 2026-2027 financial year were approved by Congress in the prior year. During the year, a number of developments affected the assumptions on which these budgets were approved. These include changes in sponsorship and commercial revenue projections, adjustments to grants and subventions, revised competition and national team programs, and the need to align project expenditure with confirmed funding and strategic priorities. Changes in economic indicators such as inflation, exchange rates, and interest rate also affected these assumptions. The revised budget has therefore been prepared to reflect the current operating realities of the association, while the 2027-2028 budget provides a forward-looking financial plan to support the continuing growth and development of Ghana football. Financial performance for prior years 2019 to 2025. Over the 7-year period from 2019 to 2025, the association recorded sustained growth in both revenue mobilization and expenditure. Total revenue from football operations amounted to 522 million, representing about 89% of total income, while non-football revenue contributed to 63 million, representing 11%. Total expenditure over the same period amounted to 563 million. This growth reflects the expansion in national team activities, competitions, development programs, administration and infrastructure-related commitments. Despite the increased scale of operations, the association recorded aggregate net earnings of 22 million over the period, with average annual net earnings of 3.2 million. This performance shows that the FA has continued to grow its income base while maintaining overall financial resilience and supporting the broader football development agenda. Budget financials. For the 2026-2027 revised budget, total income is projected at 267 million, compared with approved budget of 150 million. Total expenditure under the revised budget is projected at 260 million, resulting in a net earnings of 6.7 million. For the 2027-2028 financial year, total income is budgeted at 266 million, while total expenditure is budgeted at 257 million. The budget therefore projects a net earnings of 8.6 million. Although the FA is not established for profit-making purposes, the generation of reasonable surpluses is necessary to support football development, strengthen reserves, and provide a buffer against unforeseen costs. The revenue budget is driven mainly by core football revenue, which is projected at 237 million, and these are the constituents: television and broadcasting rights, marketing and sponsorship revenue, grants, and sporting income. Sponsorship remains a major revenue pillar supported by existing and expected relationships with our partners. Non-sporting income is budgeted at 28 million, and this is expected to come from treasury activities, realized exchange gains, and other operating income. Management will continue to strengthen the marketing function of the FA and to pursue additional commercial opportunities to support the FA's financial sustainability. On expenditure, the 2027-2028 budget is aligned with infrastructure development, grassroots and youth football development, women's football development, people development, improved IT infrastructure, good corporate governance, and stakeholder engagements. The largest expenditure line is football competitions and events, and it's at 125 million. Projects and grants are budgeted at 51 million. Administrative governance projected at 39 million. Maintenance and other running expenses at 21 million. And football governance at 20 million. The budget implies a cost-to-income ratio of approximately 96.7%. And this means that disciplined spending, timely revenue mobilization, and close monitoring of commitments will be critical throughout the financial year. Mr. President, my conclusion. The short to medium term priority of the association is to sustain financial growth, improve operational efficiency, and direct resources to programs that strengthen football development across the country. To achieve these objectives, management will focus on prudent expenditure management, stronger receivables monitoring, careful liability management, better use of assets, improved systems, and continued engagement with key stakeholders in the football ecosystem. The 2027-2028 budget has been prepared to support the FA's strategic direction while maintaining financial discipline. Management will remain focused on achieving the projected surplus of 8.69 million and ensuring that available resources are applied to programs that advance the long-term interest of Ghana football. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
So thank you very much. Can we give him a round of applause, please? The job that he does for the FA is a very difficult one. But I think so far he's done well. Thank you very much, Collins. I would move on to item number 13. Okay, before that, I think we need to seek approvals. So I'll hand over to the General Secretary. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. President. The budget and the analysis were contained in the convocation, and so I'll move straight to the membership of Congress, all who are in favor of approving the work program and budget for the coming year. Kindly show by hand. Thank you very much, Mr. President. The work program and budget for the coming year, that is the revised budget for the 2026-2027 financial year, that's for the period July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027, and then the budget estimate for the 2027-2028 financial year for the period June 1st, 2027 to July 1st, 2027 to June 30th, 2028 has been approved by Congress. Mr. President, I come to you for your closing remarks. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, General Secretary. You want to interrupt my closing remarks? This is what?
Benjamin Asari for 2025-26 was going to receive an award. But the real sponsorship is for this season. And it will take effect from this season. So if you could correct that, it is in your statement here.
No, okay, so let me say what it is. The award goes to the best domestic player who starred for the Black Stars at the just ended qualification and the World Cup, and it goes to Benjamin Asari. So if there's a mistake, I have corrected it. Okay, so the winner of that prestigious reward for hard work and dedication and good output during the qualification and the participation of Ghana at the Mondial is Benjamin Asari. And he will take home the brand new vehicle. Thank you. The Vice President of the Football Association, my colleagues on the ESCO, CEOs of clubs, reps of various stakeholders, our legends herein heavily represented, my executive director from the WAFO headquarters in Abidjan, Philippe Sherry, former Chief Justice, former General Secretaries of our Football Association, former Vice President of the FA, my media brothers and sisters. I think that we have done justice to the business of the day. It has been a very good session. What has happened today tells all of us clearly the intent and the intention of the leadership of the FA to invest more in the domestic game. The message from our Honorable Minister is also very clear, that he expects more from all of us as club executives, as club leaders. It is very, very important for us to tell our own story, to preach our own gospel, the gospel of football. We don't need people to tell our story because we are the main actors of the game and we know what's happening in our game. I think that it's been an amazing Congress session. It's been very smooth. We will continue our commitment towards investing in the Ghanaian game. We will continue our investments in the technical center here in Pram Pram. We will continue our investments in the technical center in the Upper East. We will continue our investments in the GPL, in the DOL, in the WPL, Women's Division 1, Second Division, Third Division, and most importantly this year, we will concentrate on coast football. This is the commitment by the leadership, and I am very, very sure that this commitment has received the blessing of all of you who are present here today. Thank you for this. Now, in mentioning the beneficiaries of the buses that are parked outside, we did mention that Rose Park was going to be, or were going to be a beneficiary, but that was a mistake. The actual beneficiary will be Swedro All Blacks. So that has been corrected. In parting, again, I want to say thank you to all our partners, our sponsors, most importantly, Lily Rice for all the support they've offered the FA. You have seen UMB mount a stand outside. I would encourage all our Division 1 clubs to reach out to them to open accounts, because obviously payments will go via their accounts of UMB and the accounts that you'll be opening. Okay, UMB will be a sponsor for the DOL for the next 3 football seasons. Our commitment, like I said, is very clear. We will continue our investment drive in the domestic game. You have seen our commitment in the GPL, and I have said again, I've seen a lot of misrepresentations in the media space. We are going to give each Premier League club $1 million Ghana cedis for this season. I have also said here that the prize money for last season, which is 9.5 million, will be paid. And I've also said here that the winner of the upcoming season will take home 3 million Ghana cedis. Please don't misquote me. I think the video is there as a reference point. The whole idea is to continue investing in the domestic game. That is the only way our Black Stars, our other national teams can obviously shine. We cannot be looking at our national teams and not paying attention to domestic football. Sometimes when I walk through the street or I engage people, I hear people saying that, oh, coast football egu, coast football egu. But since 2019, we started reviving coast football, and I think coast football is being played in every region in Ghana. And the support we have offered coast football, I'm proud to say, is unprecedented. The evidence is there for everybody to see. 12 months ago, we were here. We made big commitment towards coast football. 12 months down the line, we are here again. We have re-echoed our commitment towards coast football and even promised more investment into coast football. We've also introduced regulations that would encourage all clubs to play young players in the leagues. We go about looking for players for U20, and in certain clubs you cannot find. And this is not the way. If you want to make money, please make space also for the young footballers. On that note, I want to thank everybody for coming. It's been an amazing day for Ghana football. It's been good. The future looks good, so long as we continue to work extremely hard. I've always said that the journey will always have challenges, but when we remain focused, when we believe in the vision, and when we work towards the vision, we will achieve. There's never been a perfect institution. We strive to get to that level. And with your support, with the support of everybody here in Congress, I'm very positive about our collective future. I'm extremely happy about what we have achieved, and I've said here that if you look at the edifice of Pram Pram, even in its current form, we should be proud that we are leaving a legacy behind. Some years ago, it used to be 100 acres. Some had been lost. But I'm sure that if the steps we have taken today was taken, maybe we could have protected the 100-acre property. But today we are here. The land is secured. We've ticked all the boxes regarding safeguarding, and we are now ready to move to the next level of investing in the game. Very soon, we would see that old FIFA pitch being cleared and a new surface appearing. This is the promise we've made to football, and this is the best we can give to our young footballers who rely on us for their tomorrow. And I hope that all of us, regardless of our differences, will join forces in pushing the agenda. And I'm very happy that the Secretary Minister was here. You heard him speak. His message was very clear. We have to do more than we're doing. And what he expects of us is within our capability. We can do it. And I will encourage all of us to stay together, work together. As the new season unfolds, it is time for us to be competitive on the pitch. That's all. Let's be competitive on the pitch, let's be friends off the pitch, and let's develop the game. On that note, right from the bottom of my heart, I thank all of you for coming, everybody here for coming. Your attendance here confirms your belief in football, your desire to support football, and your intention to make football what it's supposed to be. Thank you very much, and may the Almighty God bless us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The small bags are to be left behind for the General Secretary. Okay, so they are yours. They are for the members of Congress. From here, we'll go and do the presentation of the buses to the deserving winners. They've been worrying me, so I'm glad about today. I'll be there to ensure that they get it, and then we all go home. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So before we do the closing prayer, right after the closing prayer, we'll have photo sessions outside, and then all of us will head towards where the buses are. We will do the presentation, and if you want to have a tour in the facility or of the facility, you are most welcome. The gymnasium is at the far end, 90% complete. A new auditorium at the top of the gymnasium, you can have a look. The multipurpose recreational court is there, you can have 2 natural being constructed is there, you can have a look. And of course, I'm told that the U17 will be playing a friendly game. You can have a look to see where we are in terms of talent identification and talent development. Thank you very much, and I will ask the man who has been so active in the transfer market, Alhaji Akambi, to give us a closing prayer. Okay. He's been so active in the transfer market after the ban was lifted. Even here, he's negotiating, trying to speak to Samatex to let go of a talent.
Oh, no, but Mr. President, the boy is coming to us, of course.
Okay.
So,
all right, so
anyway,
can we be all up and standing, please, for the closing?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Thank you very much. Photo sessions outside.